So here's the truth. In 2025, Windows has become a mess. Ads in the start menu, forced updates, bloatware on new laptops, and macOS? Yeah, it's polished, but it locks you into Apple's overpriced hardware and restricts how you use your own machine. If I were starting fresh today, I'd install Linux. It's fast, it's clean, and it's yours. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to start using Linux. From downloading the ISO file, flashing it to a USB drive, booting into it, and installing it step by step. No experience needed. Let's break it down. Windows 11 is basically spyware. Microsoft tracks your usage, forces updates when you are working, and even injects ads directly into your operating system. Out of the box, it installs Candy Crush, TikTok, and apps you never asked for. Oh, and macOS? You need a $2,000 MacBook to run it properly. Upgrading storage or RAM? Not possible on the newest Macs. Want to install software Apple doesn't like? Good luck. Meanwhile, Linux gives you a system that's light, secure, and 100% in your control. It runs on almost any hardware. You can theme everything. You can open the source code of your OS and you can install it for free without giving anyone your personal data. Sounds good, right? There are hundreds of Linux versions, called distributions, or distros for short. But for beginners, a few really stand out. Linux Mint, the one I recommend in this video. It's stable, looks familiar, and just works. This is the one I started with. Zorin OS, modern, beautiful, and very user-friendly. Pop OS, performance-focused, great for laptops and work. Ubuntu, well known and widely supported. Endeavour OS, if you're ready to go deeper into Linux. I'll be using Linux Mint Cinnamon Edition. It's perfect for first timers, but still powerful for long term use. Let's start from the beginning. Go to the Linux Mint website, linuxmint.com. Click download and pick the Cinnamon Edition. It's the most modern and full featured version. Download the ISO file. That's the image file of the OS. It's about 2.5 gigabytes, so it might take a few minutes to download. Now, let's turn that ISO file into a bootable USB stick. You'll need a USB drive, 4 gigabytes or more, a tool called Balena Etcher. Plug in your USB. In Etcher, select the Linux Mint ISO. Select your USB. Click Flash. That's it. Simple, clean, and works on all systems. Once done, you're ready to boot into Linux. To boot into Linux, restart your computer and enter the boot menu, usually by pressing the F12 key, escape, or delete, depending on your computer. When your PC turns on, pick the USB drive. When your PC boots on, you will see this menu. Select Start Linux Mint and press Enter. You will see the Linux Mint logo on your screen. I am using a virtual machine right now, so it will be pretty laggy, but the actual install process shouldn't be too laggy. It will be a little laggy because you're hosting a PC on a USB stick, but after you install it, it will be very smooth. Okay, as you can see, I booted into the system. In the top corner, you can see a button with Install Linux Mint. Right now, I can test Linux Mint without installing anything on my system. It is running off the USB stick, so it will be pretty laggy. I recommend you to just install Linux and follow my steps. Okay, so the menu has popped up. You should select your language and keyboard layout. I'm going to pick English. Also, there is a button to automatically detect your keyboard layout. So I will show you how it works. You just have to complete this quiz. As you can see, it kept English, so this means this works for me. Install multimedia codecs. Select this. Erase disk and install Linux Mint. If you want to delete Windows, you should do this. But if you have Windows installed, there will be an option to install Linux Mint alongside Windows. So you can pick that and use Windows and Linux at the same time. You can switch between them. If you have two hard drives, you can install Linux on one and keep Windows on the other one. Okay, so on this menu you should select where you live so it can set the time automatically for you depending on where you live. Here you have to enter your name and the name for your PC. Create a password. I will just put 123 because this is a virtual machine and I will probably never use it again. You can also pick the option for it to log in automatically. Right now, Linux Mint is installing. This will take about, for me, up to 10 minutes. But if your PC is very, very slow, it may take 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so it has finished installing. I will reboot my computer. And now you should remove the USB stick from your computer and press enter. If you have Windows and installed it alongside Windows, you should re-enter the boot menu and select Linux because it will automatically boot into Windows. I will enter my password and it greets me. Welcome to Linux Mint. Here you can adjust the system, install any updates and drivers. I recommend you to update the system and install the drivers. And that's how I'd start using Linux in 2025. From downloading to installing. No Microsoft tracking, no Apple lock-in. Just speed, freedom, and total control. If you want more Linux videos, tips, or advanced setups, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment if you installed Linux for the first time today. I'd love to hear how it went. Thanks for watching, and welcome to the world of Linux.